Number 10. Emergency forecast. One night while having a few family drinks, this person felt the house begin to shake. They knew a storm was brewing, so hoping to catch some cool lightning videos, they grabbed their camera and ran outside, only to realize that this wasn't like any lightning they'd ever seen before. After this post popped off on Reddit, a user posted their footage of the same storm exactly 15 minutes after the original video was taken, stating, "For anyone curious, here is footage I took of one of the pictured thunderheads in OP's video, exactly 15 minutes later and much closer. I grew up in Tornado Alley in Missouri. I've seen some impressive lightning storms, but the level of lightning I saw that night was pretty high up there in my experience."
Battleship sunk. Enemy battleship detected. Enemy submarine spotted. Attention, reporting the target position. Enemy heavily damaged.
Creepy as hell, but it doesn't explain the strange little travelling ball of light mincing through the clouds in OP's video. Some people thought that the continuous side-by-side lightning strikes and the strange orb was some sort of godlike power, but others had more logical explanations. Quite a few thought the flying object was a bug. But come on, a bug? Really? That theory just doesn't sit right with us. Not anyone on the Reddit thread. After talk of tornadoes, plasma balls, and even aliens, a lot settled on one explanation. The OP had managed to see ball lightning, which is considered extremely rare. According to scientists, there is not much research available on ball lightning, but it has been routinely described by people throughout history, dating back to the ancient Greeks. From what scientists do know, ball lightning is a phenomenon seen by around 5% of the Earth's population, and it often appears during thunderstorms in quick succession to normal lightning strikes. And it doesn't have to be connected to another lightning bolt. Because of this, a lot of Redditors urged OP to send their footage to meteorologists and the likes to see if they could deduce what it was. But we are pretty much in the dark until we get any updates on the post. Still, if you want to know our thoughts on this one, from all the ball lightning videos we've seen so far, there wasn't a single one showing it move that fast. Especially that high in the sky. What do you think though? Did any of the Redditors hit the nail on the head? Or is this raw UFO footage? Let us know. Number 9. Shine bright.
Find your drive, your joy, and follow it. Find your move.
música y en el básquet el ritmo lo es todo. Si tienes un grupo, sube tu maqueta a Instagram y participa en Endesa Play. ¿Y tú, no sigues el ritmo?
Have you ever looked up into the night sky and wondered what could be out there? Or better yet, who could be out there? That's exactly how this scary video came to fruition. One night, almost a whole city was gazing up at the moon, astounded. All because of this incredible UFO sighting. Take a look.
With their phones, and this is what they're taking.
It isn't any kind of aircraft, nor is it a star. And what else would hang around right by the moon aside from aliens? Well, some assume this could be one of the planets in our solar system, and while that isn't at all a far-fetched theory, just imagine witnessing something like this with your own eyes in real time. Would you turn it into a case for Mulder and Scully?
There's got to be an explanation.
Let us know your thoughts about this one. Number 8. Floating high. If you thought these kinds of UFO sightings only happened at night, you thought wrong. You're not even safe in broad daylight. Check out this video someone caught of a strange object hovering over the Earth. Right off the bat, the shape of this object seems pretty alien, and the subtle red glow behind it makes us shiver even more. There was one comment on this video, however, that planted a little seed of doubt. They claim that this object has been debunked, as it is a graduation balloon people release into the air to cause this kind of hysteria. But after a few searches, we were unable to find anything that suggested there was an epidemic of people throwing UFO balloons into the air. And what kind of balloon glows? Any idea? Could this really be the proof we've been looking for? Let us know. Found a creepy video you'd like us to feature? Send us the link on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram at GoosePimplesYT. A scary video someone caught out their window. Looks like Scotty isn't just beaming people up anymore, he's beating them up too. This video has no background in particular, so there isn't much research to be done outside of just analysing the contents of the video. It might be an edited clip of a lightning strike, which would make sense considering the thunderclap you hear as the video ends. But the thing that made us suspicious was the noise that the supposed UFO strike made. If you're an avid gamer, you might have already picked it out, but if not, it's the tactical nuke sound effect from Modern Warfare 2. Have a listen. Not to say this isn't raw UFO footage that's just been spiced up by a little bit of video editing, but its Cloverfield vibes make you scratch your head a little bit, doesn't it? Number 6. Dementors. The Dementors were arguably the scariest part of Harry Potter if you don't count Voldemort and the giant spiders. But you were always safe in the knowledge that they existed only in the world of cinema, right? Or do they? Flying black voids of tentacles tend to not be on the list of things we want to see on our early evening walk. There seemed to be a lot of commotion and not a whole lot of understanding of what these things were. We can't think of anything that can go airborne and be this shape at the same time. Other than weird nightmarish alien creatures, that is. But why would they just hover aimlessly above a city and do nothing afterwards? The only other possibility was revealed to us by this commenter. Gotta say, that looks identical. Could this just be an octokite, or something much more terrifying? Number 5. Blast off. This unidentified object was seen by numerous people in multiple different places, and there is still yet to be a solid explanation as to what it is.
Sí, es un avión, güey.
¡Ven a verlo!
Está haciendo ruido, güey. Ahí. Es un avión, coño. ¿Ves? Sí, es de lucecito.
No mames, no es avión, ¿cómo es avión de tamaño, hijo de puta? No mames.
Sí, está altísimo, coño.
No, güey, no es avión, no es avión. No chingues. El avión no tiene luz hacia los lados, coño.
Es por la, ¿cómo se llama?
Debería estar prendiendo azul y blanco, debería estar prendiendo rojo, coño.
Sí tiene color rojo, coño. Sí tiene, güey. Es un avión, coño.
¿Problemas de encías? Podrían ir a peor. Usa un producto especializado como parodonta.
This first video was taken in an unknown place, but they're speaking Spanish and the caption is in Portuguese, translating to, "They are like rats, slithering on the walls of the aquarium," which is so helpful. But the trail doesn't go cold there, because a YouTube video was uploaded just over a month later showing the same object floating through the sky in Brochure, France.
On en a fait devant, regarde, on en a fait devant aussi. Regarde, on en a fait ce côté. Non, c'est un vaisseau, ça, non? Regarde ça.
Non, c'est quoi ça? Il y a un autre truc blanc. Mais c'est quoi ça?
Filmé, hein. Et c'est un vaisseau. Regarde sur le côté, il y a un truc en métallique. Regarde.
Ah ouais. Un vaisseau.
Filmé. Salut.
The post tells us that this video was recorded in 2022. So we don't know if the two videos are correlated because we don't know when the first one was recorded, as we're pretty sure it was re-uploaded. Some people seem convinced it is a real UFO, as there aren't any planes or jets in that shape. And drones and kites don't tend to glow bright white in the sky. There's a chance it could be something like a light flare from a rocket, according to one commenter. And after looking at some videos of rocket launches, the shapes they create due to the reflections and the chemicals from the exhaust do look somewhat similar to this. Do you think this is aliens doing a grand tour? Or something a little more explainable? Number 4. Slow burn. We can never rest at night if you're not trembling thinking about the paranormal. But now you're trembling at the prospect of UFOs zooming past your head. Oh, you're not terrified of the latter? Well, watch this and get back to us on that.
2 nights in a row?
As if that's not scary enough, it happened again a day later in a different place.
What?
Bro, is that a rock?
What is that, dude? That's not even...
Bruh.
Is that coming towards us? What is that? Rebecca, are we witnessing something?
I'm so confused. Bro, what is that?
Bro, no, seriously, I can't even see it.
Bruh.
Dude, it's not an airplane. I can tell you that right now. What? What the fuck?
Are they being followed by some sort of alien legion? Some commenters seem to think this could be footage of two separate rocket launches, but surely we could make out some kind of distinct rocket shape if that were the case. And we would know full well if two rockets were launched one.
Going on late night drives is one of the simple pleasures of life, and this guy was having a good time feeling the breeze until he saw something in the sky that turned his relaxing evening upside down. Take a look.
Am I tripping or is that a UFO? Bro, what the fuck is that? Yo, that's a fucking UFO, bro. I'm not tripping. Yo, hold on, bro. It makes no sense. That's in the sky. Those are planets or some shit? No way. That's a UFO, bro. That's a UFO, bro. Live in effect, bro. Right in front of me. Yo, that's a huge one. That's the shit you see in movies, bro. What the fuck? I'm out here at 1 a.m. kidnapping somebody. Yo, that's crazy. That shit's crazy, bro. That shit's crazy.
This video is a repost, and since the uploader didn't credit the original source, we weren't able to dig any deeper than just what was before our eyes. But that is one of the most UFO looking UFOs we have ever seen. The circular shape and strange lights are screaming extraterrestrial, and it must have been pretty close to the ground to appear that large on camera. So either UFOs are the size of countries, or this one was ready to land and zap someone up. It's especially creepy when we slow down and enhance the image and see the object clearly passing behind the street lamps and trees with absolutely no signs of video fakery. Truly fascinating. Do you reckon they really managed to capture something otherworldly? Let us know. Found a creepy video you'd like us to feature? Send us a link on Facebook, Twitter or Instagram at GoosePimplesYT. Also, if you enjoy scary videos like this, subscribe and click the bell icon to get a notification every time we upload a new one. Number 9. A close encounter. In Jacksonville, Florida, a man called Dave Flatch caught something incredible on camera, and the video shook the UFO community to its core. Rightly so, because it doesn't look like much at first, but after a mega deep dive into the evidence we're about to present to you, it is one of the most complex and believable UFO videos out there.
Stationary in the sky. You can see with IR, but you can't see daylight cam. It's there in IR.
This video looks a little boring at first glance, but there is another element, a very important one for that matter. After debates around this clip flooded the internet, people decided to take matters into their own hands and tried to prove that this was a real UFO. By using government forward-looking infrared systems, people took common objects that UFOs are often denounced as and filmed them using this technology to show that the object Dave Flanch caught on camera was none of them. The camera used for all of these videos is called a FLIR, which just stands for forward-looking infrared. So, it's pretty obvious that the identified object caught in the sky is not one of the classic scapegoats. It can't be a balloon, a plane, or a drone. So what is it? This footage was all captured on official government mandated technology, so the camera doesn't lie. Flanch mentioned he moved his camera around to prove that the object was not just a dead pixel. This thing was caught on 3 different cameras. One flare, one step zoom day camera, and a spotter day cam. They are all built to overlap video so that when the video modes are switched, the objects being recorded should still be visible on each camera, which wasn't in Flanch's case. The strange bright dot was only visible on the flare. The other cameras struggled to even get a glimmer of it. So, is it possible that Flanch really caught a UFO cloaking itself to avoid being spotted by the naked eye? This video is embedded in the heads of many as one of the most compelling clips of UFO evidence. Do you agree with him? Let us know. Number 8. We come in pieces. While admiring the nighttime view from their top floor apartment, this person saw something that changed their admiration right into terror with a dash of intrigue. Because while the stars were coming out, they were followed by nothing short of an imposter.
Bruh, this every day out here, or every night, but still, look at that. Bruh, this really in Miami, I'm not playing. Look, the airport is right over here. That's the airport. You know what I mean? It always got little lights and stuff, you know, it's probably airplanes. But over here, this ain't the airport. Look at that. And them clouds not even moving. How the whole cloud not gonna move? It's just sitting there at nighttime. It's crazy. Look, ain't no other clouds in the sky. But right over here, look at them. And look at those lights. Bruh, y'all could, hey. Oh wait, it's a couple clouds right here, but look, they just frozen too.
3 imposters, that is. Some commenters suggest this could be a Starlink satellite sent out by SpaceX from 2019 onwards that attempt to provide global mobile broadband. That all sounds a bit boring, but they look beautiful, and while somewhat similar to the light formation seen in this clip, Starlinks move in straight lines and orbit the Earth. They don't aimlessly float around in different shapes. So, what could this be? Is this a real UFO, or something more explainable? Let us know what you think in the comment section. Number 7. The other side. Cliffs are one of the most beautiful and immense things nature has to offer, so there are many photos and videos of them out there, and when drone technology improved, people couldn't wait to get fantastic, all-encompassing shots of the cliff's fronts without having to trek so far themselves. But as we all know, drones are better at catching identifying flying objects than seemingly anything else. Shown by this video, which at first glance looks like a gorgeous view of a cliff front, but turned out to be a head-scratching inducing UFO video. Now, while there are many objects commonly mistaken for UFOs, none of those can phase through miles of rock like a knife slicing through butter. There were a lot of accusations of editing in this video, because if you look closely, when it goes into the cliff, you can see its faint outline drifting on after it disappears. This means one of 2 things. There are alien secrets of invisibility and intangibility we aren't privy to active here, or this footage is edited. And the most interesting part is, both are equally possible. Number 6. Space spotting. The community over on the UFO subreddit love the spring and summer due to the clearer conditions, and many take the opportunity to get outdoors and use their latest tech to see if they can spot those pesky extraterrestrial aircrafts. So when this person stepped out awaiting the Northern Lights a few weeks ago, they caught something else instead, which made them much happier.
Okay, we're changed direction.
What the hell is that? For something so bright and seemingly low down. It's a surprise everyone wasn't gazing out their windows for a glimpse at it. Although the reasons for that might be because it's the ISS. The International Space Station orbits the Earth and has done so for over 25 years. It is visible from the Earth's floor, and to the naked eye, it just looks like a round ball of light. But was it just the ISS that the OP caught on camera? Well, if you look at the time on the original poster's Lunar Stargazer camera, which was about 20 past 10 at night, and the date, which was the 10th of May 2024, the ISS has been confirmed to have been visible from that area at that specific time. Or is this all just a really happy coincidence? If aliens are supposedly smart enough to build high-tech, high-functioning spacecrafts, then they must be smart enough to know what the ISS is and be able to mimic it, right? Or are our tinfoil hats a bit too tight?
3, 2, 1.
Comment your hot take down below. Number 5. Silver lining. This video is lacking in some backstory, but it is no less interesting as a result. One foggy afternoon, some people were taking a walk through the city before they saw something so spectacular that it stopped them in their tracks. Take a look. This was not the only time, however, that this sprawling shiny phenomenon was captured in another video captured over Shanghai, China in September 2021. So what the hell is it? While it is always difficult to make any sweeping statement in an age of AI technology, and especially when anything is obscuring the objects at all, like the fog, somebody who was in the know did try to offer an explanation. Chief Meteorologist Xiang Chongdong from the Liaoning Meteorological Department said that two factors could have resulted in this phenomenon: a mixture of thin and thick clouds and too much water vapor. If you're thinking that's a really vague answer, it's because it is. Liaoning also said he has never seen anything like this before. So, if a chief meteorologist says they're stumped, maybe there's something else going on. Do you think this has something to do with the clouds? Or is it something slightly more sinister. Number 4. Light 'em up. The sky is full of interesting things, from stars to animals to strange glowing objects that look like a tiny rave. This video is another repost without credit to the original source, so we don't know where it came from originally, but one thing is for certain, it had us scratching our heads pretty damn hard. It doesn't seem to make any hearable noise, but it's one of the flashiest things ever. If a UFO were a drag queen, it would look like this one. Wow. The shape is the most off-putting thing. The solid, spherical main light with the tentacle-like legs branching off gives the illusion of some type of abstract aircraft. The lights moving around do give off slight drone vibes, but which one could it be? Let us know your theories in the comments. Number 3. Light Asylum. Like the majority of UFO videos, this one started with someone just trying to take a moment to themselves and admire the sky, but turns out this person wasn't just stargazing, there was a whole light show going on just outside their window. Not many planes or aircrafts have such a complex light installation, especially those that move. So what is this thing? It must be huge, because it can't be low to the ground. Otherwise we would hear at least something from it, meaning there is something gargantuan hovering around the sky and covering it in luminescent moving lights. Smells like aliens to us. The common objects argument doesn't work here necessarily. The day we see a plane, balloon or dead pixel that looks like that is the day pigs fly. But there is one interesting, if not conspiratorial argument given in the comments of this post. Could all of these genuinely unexplainable objects all be government cover-ups? But what for? If you have any hot takes on that, enlighten us in the comments section. Number 2. Dazzling debris. After a night out, you're usually running through the streets on the hunt for an empty bush and anywhere that serves cheesy chips. You don't tend to expect to be fixed to the spot, staring into the night sky, which is exactly what happened to this partygoer while on their after-party stroll.
Look! Look! Look at my f***ing phone! Look at her moving orbs! Look at this shit! There's aliens! That's not f***ing normal! That was the moon! What's happening? No, there's nothing covering it. I've seen it before in my life.
Okay, but on there it's not. But if you look over here, look, you can barely see it. Is that the tree branch? Is that actually...
No. No.
Wait, I see it. Look. There's a ton of them. You can see it.
It's not... It's... The moon just disappeared. No, this is weird. I know exactly what's happening because... No, something weird's happening. This is something strange. I don't care. No, this is not a tree. I've seen this. Oh my god.
A lot of the commenters are suggesting it could be a weather balloon, but those don't flash different colours or take on too wild a shape. Some people said it could be a fire in the distance, which would make sense with the pattern going on, but why are there loads of different colours that seem to dance around? The person in the video didn't seem in any state to offer any analysis. They were just happy to be there.
No, this is weird.
World of Sea Battle is a boundless ocean where a captain may carve his own destiny.
This UFO footage is some of the eeriest we have ever seen. When visiting Disney World, you're normally expecting your days and nights to be full to the brim with sun, fried food, and mascots. You know that the tagline is, part of your world. But what happens when something otherworldly takes that slogan seriously? Check out what these Disney patrons saw while trying to enjoy their getaway.
No. Entonces después van a andar aquí los extraterrestres. No, lo quiero poner.
In case I don't make it out alive. Actually, never mind. They're coming to get L'Oreal.
That's literally a black hole.
The aliens. Her people are coming for her.
No sé.
I think that's actually a black hole. Or a dimension.
How did you see that?
Se me perdió la luz.
At first glance, this might look a little spooky, but not like much. So, let's speed this thing up to show you how it moves. It seems to hover ever so carefully over the group of people, moving slowly, as if deliberately drawing attention to itself. There aren't many huge flying circle attractions at Disney World, so what the hell was this? A ring of smoke maybe? Or did the aliens get a hold of the Little Mermaid and take a leaf out of Ariel's book? Number 9. Window on your right. It's always exciting to get to the plane, find your seat, and realize it's a window seat. This person was over the moon when they sat down in their seats, and instantly got ready to record a little plane wing POV video. That was until they noticed something strange flying alongside the plane. Take a look. This video is a repost with only a few views, so there's no background to delve into. We don't know where the plane was, what time it was in the air, or what could be surrounding it. But what we can tell is that thing is incredibly UFO shaped. It has the classic circular perimeter with the bulbous shell in the middle, but it's so small that it can actually be anything. There is no gauge on how far up in the sky this video was either, so we'll throw this one out to you. What could this be? Let us know. Found a creepy video you'd like us to feature? Send us the link on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at GoosePimplesYT. Also, if you enjoy scary videos like this, subscribe and click the bell icon to get a notification every time we upload a new one. Number 8. Fear in Las Vegas. Vegas is a place for gambling, driving convertibles, and drinking Singapore slings. But these guys had a taste of something a little different while bombing it through the Nevada desert.
Aquello en el cielo. Ahí estoy sobre la carretera. Voy a hacer la aproximación.
It looks like a saucer shape until the angle changes, and then it appears to be triangular. The strangest thing about this is that there's an entire genre of triangular UFO sightings. Starting famously with the 1980s Hudson Valley sightings, there have been many mass sightings of unidentified objects of the triangular variety.
Good God. I don't know. I'm going to tell you something, honey. I don't know what the hell it is.
One mass sighting was so huge that it was included in the 2023 Netflix documentary, Encounters. This video didn't have any descriptions, so we can't jump into anything aside from the circumstantial evidence. Anything strange floating through the middle of nowhere is bad news. Granted, it could have been a